Back to Madden NFL 20. We selected your accessibility settings here or at any time later from the game settings.
Arcade, yeah, there you go. Expert. Go to expert. Yeah.
Accessibility settings.
That's your X factor.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to auto selected.
Accessibility settings.
Go down and continue. Yeah, there you go. Okay, bro. Yeah, we got the control bar. I got it.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chain, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Let's go and take a picture.
Welcome to EA. All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead.
Change side. All the way down to the right. Yep. Yeah. You gotta do it. What's the name? Before he started the game.
Bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Kill.
On first down, Breeze. And incomplete to open things up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Breeze going to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on the play. Now Breeze again. Now the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing now is Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
To return is Roberts. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And an alley to run.
Get out! Get out!
Results in 6. Touchdown.
God!
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high score, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still first down. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The AFC with a football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Khalil Mack of the Bears, the one to make the tackle. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
That's how I knew. Get here. Leave alone. Hello. Babe, check downstairs and see if it's any box downstairs. Leave alone, Shane. Leave alone. No, I cannot. You said what? That was FedEx before.
What is it? Is somebody else?
Just UPS.
Oh, shit. They can come to tell me what? All the way to 6?
They
He
got
coming.
to close the business.
He coming. He had to use the bathroom. You gotta use the bathroom? Huh? You do? I go use the bathroom. Damn, watch yourself. Uh-huh. I know. Debbie. He bought it, as he said, it's the bathroom.
You gotta go bathroom?
You gotta go bathroom? You gotta go bathroom because you went to the bathroom to eat.
Oh, that's what it was? Oh, shit.
Martin, you alone.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out.
Mama, what you doing? I see, what you doing? You on the phone? What you doing? You unlocking codes? Or you putting codes on there? What you doing? Uh-huh, I know. And it went off. Oh, you're not cutting it on. Deputy. You know what you're searching for, but okay. You about to buy something? Okay, now you gotta put the code in. You're mad now. He about to lock it up. She about to lock it up. She about to lock the phone up. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. You lock the phone. Oh, she about to lock the phone up. Oh, man. Oh, man. One more time. And you lock the phone up. Oh, 5 more times. You think it's a game, huh? Hey. Lock the phone up. Mad as well. You get tired of it? Come back to it. Bop. Yep. Bop. Yep. Still pressing button.
Time and again, knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 24 yards. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score.
Hey!
From midfield, here's Breeze. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, a Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Excuse me. No, my move.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So we've reached halftime of the 29. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 95 yards. And the AFC has taken the lead. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw.
Now the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They run with Connor. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, AFC. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said? It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. From the gun on third down, Breeze. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Now Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. Third down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
He spins free. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Back up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the fourth.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The AFC thus far on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The AFC thus far on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
He's going to tag him up. You want to carry out outfit?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, now I'm going back distracted. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, music they be blasting.
It's my game.
Oh, you right.
I'm about to say
And 2K.
Try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes.
I said tell. Said tell about that. Did you tell?
my son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this is crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me run up and have this magic. With the game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Put your whole coat on.
Son. Okay, I'm down, huh?
Sure.
Give it a chip.
Yo, everybody, I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the new man in D.C., Case Keenum, and the Washington Redskins as they take on Dak Prescott and the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown it.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. The first Super Bowl of the new decade. Super Bowl 54 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Wow. They got clean inside.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. We're good. We're tight.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Keenum going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Keenum runs the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Here's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this time, Keenum will throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee's one of my favorite players, and I don't mind saying it because I love his versatility. I can move him inside into line, rush him up the middle. He can drop into pass coverage. In fact, his versatility was on display even in his high school days. He was a big-time high school basketball player that had a chance to play in college as well.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. On third and long, it's Keenum. He's so caught around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down in that sense. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone. And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number.
Hey, bro, what they doing out there, bro?
Hey, that's a slip. That's water.
Number 2, as they're looking at.
Who you gonna trade on Prescott? That's what I want to know. Who the fuck you trading over Prescott?
2nd down and 9 to go.
Who taking my black quarterback on this good, bro?
Let's go! Good work! Check. Watch what he's doing. Watch what he's doing. Quick talk.
A first throw for the backup Haskins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Touchdown, Washington! Adrian Peterson, 65 yards, and the Redskins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, before the Cowboys get going here on this drive, the big news for them all summer, if you're a fantasy player, I'm sure you've been paying attention to it as well. Ezekiel Elliott not reporting to the team. He's been down in Cabo working out. And Jerry...
Pause for the cause. Oh, no.
You know laugh. I'm laughing, right?
Why, because you don't work out in Cabo?
He's in Cabo working out.
I know.
That sentence has never been used before.
Well, how about this Jerry Jones quote? You don't need a rushing champion to win a Super Bowl.
And Zeke's camp is saying, okay, you may have to prove that. Because for Jerry Jones, he's saying, listen, we've signed Alfred Morris, who's been a proven running back in the league. But that was a few years ago. They drafted Tony Pollard out of Memphis, who they're very high on, but he's not a bell cow runner. Darius Jackson, also not a bell cow runner. The way their offense works and works best is Zeke takes the bulk of the carries, catches a few out of the backfield, takes the pressure off of Dak Prescott. They may have to change their offense a bit if they don't get this resolved.
By the way, going back to the Jerry Jones statement, only 2 guys who've won a rushing title and a Super Bowl the same year. Emmitt Smith did it 3 times, and Terrell Davis once in '98 with the Broncos.
And who did Emmitt Smith play for when he did it 3 times?
The Cowboys.
And who ran the team?
Jerry Jones.
Okay.
Roller coaster.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Elliott. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman of the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Malik Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now it's Haskins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Going back.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's caught by Trey Quinn. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. So we've come upon halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Finn's heading back onto the field, and he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On second down, it's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Hey, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards still. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They go play action here on first down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
My God.
Past the 20.
Hey, stop
One back, it's a pick 6 for the Redskins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I I saw. Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. The Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back up.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Intended that time for Cooper. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time...
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott now. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 39, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A first down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and a couple, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott.
Back, y'all.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Prescott. Oh, no, it's the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Boy, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Haskins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it here with Thompson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Now Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Thompson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. Throwing on second down, Haskins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went,
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. He can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Oh, a nice spin. Prescott stripped into the Redskins. They do.
Too late.
And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change their luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Oh, look. Look at adding these to their jump. Come on. You know, I be playing that shit, but them niggas be, my friends be on that shit. Like you do. Yeah, they be on that shit. All right. Listen to cuz all day long. Especially the man Respect. You know, man, from H-Time. Yeah, them niggas all day with this shit. Yeah, no, we be fine.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here we go with Haskins. Looking for the end zone.
GD, baby.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And Xavier Woods with a pick. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game.
Good shit. He was in his zone for like 4 hours. That's a new name.